Here we are. There, we're set up. We already have a friend that came to join us. Woohoo! And then we're over here. We have the other side. And then we have the sun experiment right there. I can answer any of your questions. I'm a science teacher. Do you have my handouts, Dave? What'd you do with them? Do you have my papers? Thank you.
Because I brought pockets with me.
Crinkled, thank you.
This side's not too bad. Do we want to try to fix this side?
Yeah, go right ahead. If you need more tape, it's in my white bag.
What would you do? Just loosen this side?
Yep. Flat Earth information.
I can help you. I just gave the last one of this one.
Okay.
This. I also have the stickers, and I put it in a towway and the box.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes, I'm doing my job.
So do you know any real people like around?
No.
Okay,
no.
well you'll meet some today, and hopefully
Yeah,
I
only
want
by Facebook.
I wanted to come here and get the New York group started. And I thought, well, if we do an event here, then we can have people come. This is information you can look up. Don't say no, because a scientist never rejects evidence.
It depends on what the evidence is, if it counts as evidence.
Okay, how about a flat Earth map used as the United Nations logo? And they leave off Antarctica. Isn't that curious? Take a picture of it and take it with you. So yeah, I was hoping to get the New York group started. If a couple of people met up, then once a month you can have a meetup meeting.
Exactly,
Then you guys can come out here and do this yourselves.
Okay,
You know, because this is really important that we get people woken up to this lie.
Yes.
Would you like to look up the evidence for the flat Earth? Did you ever hear that before? There's information and a couple videos you can watch at home.
Thank you.
Thank you. The flat Earth map. What's that big thing? I don't know. But what this is, flat Earth information.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? I want to pull it out to here.
You're Christian, but that's a Christian movement also, right?
Well, I would say 99.9% of flat earthers believe there's a creator.
Okay, good.
So
All right.
what we do past that is our own personal journey. So, are you a Christian?
Yes.
I am too.
Yes. That was a very, very, big point when I know that it's in the Bible. It's a what?
Yes.
And I'm Christian.
And you know what? All the preachers have been teaching, oh, well, that just is like a, what do they call
and that's
that?
very important.
Yeah, their flat
really-
Earth information.
I really think all Christians should be flat Earth.
Exactly. It's a flat Earth book. Absolutely. Flat Earth information, flat Earth evidence. It's true. You guys have heard about the flat Earth, haven't you? Everybody has, young, who has heard about the, give this to your dad. The evidence of the flat Earth, have you looked it up yet? Have you looked up flat Earth yet? Flat Earth evidence? Have you looked up the flat Earth yet? He's on drugs or something. I don't know.
The weird thing is, we know him, he's a regular. Literally, he's a genius. He has an IQ off the chart. His downfall is bloody alcohol. And I'm not a prude.
Well, you know what the problem is?
Alcohol.
Because all the educational institutions are lying.
I don't know.
He would have a great purpose.
He is one. He's a Marine. He was a surgeon in the Marine Corps. Off the chart smart. I love him. And this, there's a 0.9 probability he's just acting, but he doesn't.
You know what? But why we're all depressed?
He runs out of the ambulance. I love him.
We are all depressed because we're being lied to.
Even when he's toasted, he's still.
Flat Earth evidence? Have you seen it?
I love him.
Have you guys heard about the flat Earth? You can look at the evidence right here. Flat Earth evidence?
We can't help one person after spending $2 billion. Connecticut.
Where'd that girl go?
Shaving, detoxing, and like breaks my heart.
There she is. What?
Right, precisely.
That guy's super nice.
Yeah. You can look us up at home. Look it up at home. Flat Earth evidence. Here, take it. Look it up. Huh? Dave. Oh! Yeah.
Oh, that's the Pleasant guy?
Yeah. How you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good to see you.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing?
That's Dave.
Yeah. Dave?
That's Dave Hicks.
Good,
Yeah.
good. My brother Brad.
Brad.
You mean you have a family member that's hip to this?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
He dragged me.
Lucky me, right?
You know, why don't you guys go like right here or something?
Wherever you guys want. I don't want to.
I don't know either. So we're just trying to stay out of the mainstream traffic.
This here. Oh, look, we even have. All right, there. Just make sure you don't lose nothing. Oh man, I like your shirt.
Yeah, he has them on his website.
Not this one. This is just for me. It's a special.
Oh, that's a special one? Okay.
Hey, Brad, I have the top to this, Brad.
Okay.
Flat Earth evidence. Look it up. The Flat Earth evidence. Scientific evidence. Scientific evidence of the flat Earth. They're lying to us. I want to set up my big banners. This is not big enough.
It's going to be hard to control that. See this little wing here? We're going to be just standing there holding it the whole time.
If I put them on an angle.
That's what's so great about this. It's not going anywhere.
I can put it right up against that rib.
And we're touching the sculpture.
It's not real anyway.
What is this thing supposed to be?
I guess a ship or something. I don't know.
Brad, you get a chance. You will.
They make up all sorts of shit to get us upset, you know. I need something to eat. Flat Earth evidence? Flat Earth evidence?
I don't know if you, I did this before in Spanish way. Iru la coche.
Bringing in each small ones. The short. Yeah, the short.
That's how I know about it. And then I'm following
It's about the same light, right? Same,
I know, but I mean, you know what?
Same
I'll
what?
hold on to this one, Andrew.
it's out the same distance as that sign here. And you know what? We can move down a little bit here because then it'll give Dave room.
Yeah, we'll adjust.
Well, it's just.
Oh, we're good. I'm trying to give you more room.
Here's my new one. Thick. But I have to put it together.
All right.
Jen says, still believe. I'm so tired from we had a nightmare of a time in Point Pleasant. It wore me out.
Did you bring any chocolate?
I did, man. You're so freaking hard with the.
Yeah, but you don't even have any organic dark stuff.
I don't.
I know. That's what you ought to start as a line of that. You could be
I don't have anything to do
responsible.
with the chocolate business anymore. I'm done with it. It's a nightmare. I'm just.
Start an organic line, then you'll be ahead of that department or
All I want to
something.
do is get people to wake up to the lies.
He doesn't bother us.
Yeah, no, I thought about it. I was like, it'd be nice, but I don't even go to our fat. Can you hold this one second? I don't even go to our fat.
No. Like, this is flat earth evidence. Take it home, look it up. It's not funny, it's the truth. I'm a science teacher, and I am flat earth. I'm a science teacher, and this is the flat earth. You can look it up yourself. Do not reject evidence.
Good, get away from me fast enough.
I know, what is that all about? Science teacher, flat earth evidence. I can't even say it. That's Dave Hicks from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Flat Earth evidence. Look it up at home. Flat Earth evidence.
You know that everybody in my church now think that I'm crazy?
I know. I got pushed out of a church.
In my church.
I got forced out of a church
Christians.
for this.
Yeah.
I even had a conspiracy group that met at my house, and they all rejected flat Earth. And we were into conspiracies. So figure that one out. Like, it's too much for some people to handle.
Yeah.
The flat Earth evidence, look it up. I need something to eat. I might even go to a pastry. I'm so hungry. Definitely not going there.
No? Okay.
I don't know. Where can I go? I keep smelling something.
Yeah, there's a red truck every 20 feet.
From the.
Is it right here? What's this?
Oh yeah, and the cars, yeah.
Let me just go up here and look. Belgian waffles. Okay, what do you put on them? Walnuts and chocolate fudge.
That's the total. That's a good one.
Do you have peanut butter?
Peanut butter. Thing is, you can put the topping. The first topping is free. Or you can make the signatures one. The warfare, the total waffle, the slow down.
So you do have peanut butter?
Yeah, we do have peanut butter.
Okay. What I would like would be a waffle with peanut butter and then the walnuts on top, but nothing else.
Sorry? Peanut butter with walnuts?
Well, the walnuts topping have? Yeah, I don't need a lot of sugar.
No, okay. Peanut butter and walnuts.
Yes.
That's all.
No chocolate, no powdered
No,
sugar.
nothing. Okay, it's $9. Okay, out of 10. Your name?
Maryland.
Marilyn. Marilyn.
No, flat earth. Say flat earth.
Well, I put Marilyn.
That's fine.
Marilyn Monroe.
That's it. You got it.
10. So I have to give you one.
Here, I'll leave that here with you.
Okay.
We're set up right over there behind you. You can come and see our setup.
Okay. So I tell her? Yes, 10. 10, $1 back.
Yes.
Oh.
No, not a
$5.
5.
Oh, I make a mistake.
That's
I
all
put
right.
it in the wrong place. 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everything is going to be on the side.
Okay.
She wants peanut butter.
And walnuts.
Aquí arriba. Peanut butter with the chiquita. Atrás. ¿Sí? Ahí te las malas. Memorable. ¿Sí? Es la que está atrás, la chiquita. Hay un toquecito atrás. Espérate, yo te lo busco. I will be with you in a minute. Yeah.
Awesome.
I never will have it.
That's the one I want.
Okay, how can I help you? 2 bottle of water.
Oh, I don't want any. I don't want powdered sugar on mine.
No, she doesn't want. Yes.
No powdered sugar.
On top, on top. Oh, cámbiaselo, cámbiale el papel, no importa.
It's okay. I don't care if it sticks. You have to stir that peanut butter too.
Yes, she's gonna do it. Don't
Yeah.
worry. $6. Yes. 13, 14. You're welcome. I'll take one. One waffle with strawberry.
Great, thank you. Napkin.
Hi.
Hey, got something to eat now.
What the fuck? Hey,
Okay.
There we are, right there.
Take that home with you. You can look it up.
Antarctica goes all the way around.
Teach your kids the truth about the flat Earth.
It's round.
It's
Round.
like a pizza. Like a pizza. You won't even look at the evidence, will you? I'm a science teacher. It's flat. It's a circle.
No way it's flat. So
You ever look it up?
there's no way it's flat.
Here.
So you gotta be. Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
All right, go
Let me
ahead.
ask you a question. Let's break this. I'm gonna break this answer.
All right.
This paper's flat, right?
Yep.
It's edges, right?
Yep.
So where the fuck you fall off? There's no earth you fall off, right?
There. Look.
There's no earth you fall off.
The North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
But we don't fall off.
Nobody's been past there except Senator John Kerry, who flew 300 miles in from the edge, and they have religious ceremonies down there. But because of the Antarctic Treaty, you're not allowed to go there.
So there's no way to fall. There's no way to fall off of Earth. That's the dumbest shit ever.
More land, a lot more land, and resources, but we're not allowed to go.
Aw, pretty doggy.
Who's Admiral Byrd?
Who's Admiral Byrd? Yeah, they gave him, the government, a lot of money for him to go down to Antarctica and explore.
Okay.
So yeah, right here, Admiral Byrd,
Okay.
B-Y-R-D. And he's on TV, Longines. Longines, they had a program and he was on there and he talked about it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
you gotta just look into this a little bit and start thinking for yourself. Look, you see all this? United Nations? They don't put Antarctica on there. They don't want you to know.
Why not?
Well, if they can fool us, they can rule us. You know, the kings didn't want the serfs to read.
Okay. Right.
Why is that?
Because then they could overthrow them.
Educated people are hard to control.
Yeah.
Look on my paper. See the underlined thing? Read that.
What is the difference between being educated with lies
Uh-huh.
and being uneducated? Nothing.
Nothing.
Amen. I'll tell you what. I just came from Malawi in Central Africa. I was there for a month and a half,
Great.
and I lived.
Did the
with a
sun
group-
move faster down there?
It did.
You know why?
Tell me about that. Every morning I woke up. What's your name?
Maryland.
Marilyn. Every morning I woke up, Marilyn, and I went swimming with the morning sun. And but that's. I mean. I
And
don't
you can
know,
almost
really.
see it go across the sky, right? Because Tropic of Capricorn is much larger. And in the same 24 hours, it has to get all the way around, so it goes faster. It's like it's on a string going swinging around. And when it's up here, it gets shorter, and it gets slower up in here. That's how it works. They don't tell us this shit in school.
No. And you said you're a science teacher?
Yeah.
You teach this in school?
No.
No, because
I'm not
they would-
anymore.
they would arrest you.
I'm out of school now.
Okay.
This is real science. This is what they put on the freaking NASA website. How does that happen?
I can tell you how that happens. It's just a different.
Yeah, but you go get your own banner. Don't you come here to my banner and think you're going to take charge. Forget that.
I can tell you how to change. I can tell you how to change.
I don't care what
Tell
you
how to
say.
change in 5 seconds. I think it's just because this picture it's a different picture.
Same diameter. You go look on the website and you see for yourself. Sorry.
No worries.
There's so much to this. Look at all these books that were written about the stationary flat plane. Look at them, and you tell me why they're censored in the schools.
Because people don't want them to teach them the Earth is flat because
Exactly.
they don't think it's true.
No, because if we knew the truth, we would believe in the Creator, and then we'd hold our government accountable. Right now, we're nothing more than animals, because with the Big Bang comes evolution.
Okay.
Get that?
Yeah.
We're nothing more than animals. We're a
Okay.
mistake.
In creation.
We are a mistake. They will tell you that we evolved through mutations.
Right.
We're mutants.
Yeah, we are.
So we might as well just be killed.
No, why? Mutant, it's not such a bad thing to be a mutant. I feel great. You know, I think...
I'm not a mutant.
You're not. Where are you?
I am a created spiritual being.
From?
So are you.
Who
We
created
all
us?
are. The creator. Whoever that is you choose to be. Whoever created this earth.
Yeah.
Look, if you have a flat plane,
Okay.
and did you ever study lightning sprites?
I didn't.
Okay, lightning sprites come off of the dome. You study that, you look up videos of it, you'll see them, they come down from the dome. There's a freaking dome above us.
Lightning sprites? Like
Like
strikes?
SPRITES, like the soda.
Lightning sprites.
Sprites.
Okay.
Look that up.
Okay.
I'm eating my breakfast, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, it's totally fine. It looks delicious. I might get one myself. So have you always been believed in the Earth being flat?
No. No, for 60 years, I was a globalist.
Okay.
2.5 years ago, but I wasn't.
Is that what they call them, globalists?
That's what I call them because that's what they are. They're
Okay.
globalists. They
Okay.
believe in the globe,
Yeah.
and all those globalists are bringing in that new world order thing. They want us all to be unified,
Who do?
and that's another story.
Who want us to be unified?
Whoever, you look into the Federal Reserve Bank.
Okay.
The creature from Jekyll Island is what formed the Federal Reserve Bank.
What is, sorry, what is,
Federal Reserve Bank.
yeah, what
Cre-
formed it?
It's called The Creature from Jekyll Island. It's a book about how it was formed.
Okay.
The bloodlines and the families that did all that.
Okay.
The ultra uber trillionaires.
Right.
And if you start looking into that, you'll see that every central bank around the world is all owned by the same people.
Okay. And so what?
We are not sovereign countries. We are not. We don't have our government is being controlled by another group. You have a question?
Yeah, well, so I've actually been working, do you know Sonny? He's a flat earth guy from New York, and I've kind of been following him around doing sort of like a little documentary thing. I was wondering if I could talk to you
Absolutely.
about sort of like what you guys are doing here
Are you going to
today,
make
but-
fun of us?
No, I'm not. I'm actually very sympathetic to sort of the approach that you guys are taking towards understanding your world.
Okay.
I personally am not convinced that the Earth is flat.
That's 'cause
but
you
I have
never
a lot of
studied it.
But I do have a lot of sympathy for the sort of radical approach to trying to understand your reality. No, I'm serious about that. I think that like the fundamental mistrust of authority, fundamental mistrust of any
Wow!
like mediated reality
Wow.
is productive, positive. Though, yeah, I'm not convinced about the conclusions that are coming from that yet. But you know, I
One
appreciate
second.
the line of inquiry. And yeah, finish your breakfast. I won't.
The only way I will talk to you is if you let me walk you through this first. It'll only take
Sure.
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, walk me through
Do
it.
you mind if I just
I
hold
mean,
on
I-
and listen to you guys?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I don't want to.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I mean, I have done plenty of research online too, but
Why I
but
didn't get something to drink, I'll never know. And I didn't bring my tea. Shoot. All right, we start over here. Okay. This is the flat Earth map.
Right. It's what
North-
the UN uses, right? Yeah.
North Pole's in the
This is
center.
Yeah, Gleason's map.
Antarctica
wall.
goes around the outside edge.
Yeah.
Okay. All of these organizations use a flat Earth map, and other military
Yeah.
organizations use a flat Earth map,
What do they
and
call
they
it?
never
Like
put
azimuthal
Antarctica.
projection?
They never put Antarctica on there. I don't care what it's called.
Yeah.
There's even people who argue about what it looks like. All I know is, look at this. Australia is a whole heck of a lot larger than they're telling us. On the globe, it's like half that size.
Yeah.
And that was an early question. I said, does anybody really know the true size of Australia? I mean, what's going on here? That would answer a lot of questions, don't you think?
The only thing that I'm stuck on is the sun.
So,
I really don't get the sun.
where's Antarctica? Oh, right there.
Sky.
We had different banners, 8x3. Dave thought that they would be too cumbersome for this space, so he made this up. And I told him what order to put these in, but I keep rethinking this all the time. So this is Antarctica. Captain Cook logged 60,000 miles around Antarctica in 1755. He kept the shoreline in view as he was going around. You can't get lost, but our modern textbooks say he got lost in the Pacific, and that's why the 60,000 miles. They won't deny that number, but they say, oh, he got lost. How do you get lost when you keep something in view at your left shore, at your port side? You don't do that. And he was an experienced sailor. So what else? If there is a sphere, there has to be a formula, mathematical, for how far out and how far down it goes, right? This is what we came up with, and this is how we got it. And the dark line here, I drew that in and I made that block there on the left side. It's Pythagorean theorem. That's kind of the best thing we can do because there's no real practical application for that. We don't live on a globe, so how are they going to come up with, this is what they have to use. I mean, otherwise they would have done it in school and taken us there and said, see, look, there's your curvature. But they don't do that. Okay? So here's Chicago across Lake Michigan, 60 miles. You should not be able to see that. When we take our banners down to Ocean City, 20 miles south, the Wildwood Water Towers, and I drove down there the day before to find out how high they were, 100 feet high, some are 135 feet. But at 15 miles, they should be 152 feet down below, through the water on the curvature. Not happening. We can see all the way down to the bottom of their feet.
Right.
Okay.
Is this the Samuel Rowbottom experiment? What's his name?
That's on the other side. There is no
the Bedford level experiment.
Bedford level.
16 miles. Yeah. He did it on a channel that was 16 miles long.
I thought it was 6.
I'm sorry.
Do you have one of these? It has a lot of videos down at the bottom, and you can look them up.
They just did a microwave test in the Mediterranean Ocean.
What's a blue box?
Microwave. They only travel the stream.
Tell them to go pound sand. So here.
So they did this experiment, and it went approximately 126, 140 miles, and they were able to track the microwaves, and they shouldn't be able to on a curve. It should be going straight into the air, but they didn't. So there's a lot of things that don't make sense.
Here's the reflection experiment, and I have a little card I put on glossy paper, and people can do it indoor with a light bulb. It gives you a line on a flat surface, but if it's a curved surface, you only get a spot.
Doesn't it shine through? No.
You take that, you can only see 1,000. How would did you ever see sun shining through water? Like on a curve? I mean, come on, let's be practical. Reality.
Let me ask something. If Australia is around the other side of the world, and during the day at 12 noon, I can see the sun and the moon on the East Coast. So what are they seeing around the world? Nothing in the sky?
We had a guy, Daryl Marble, who called somebody. He was in the United States, California. He called somebody in England, and he also called somebody in Australia. And they cited the same thing. So, I mean, you have to... Here, when you watch a video, 200 proofs Earth is not a spinning ball, you can look this up at home, then you'll see that you have to study perspective. It's how our eyes work at a distance. The sun does not go up like an arc. It just comes at us and then goes away, just like a jet plane. You know, it looks low or on the horizon, but when it gets close to us, it's high up. And then when it goes away, we see it get like lower in the sky. It's perspective, okay?
And the sun and the moon are not as far away, like me and him have been watching.
It's on.
There's there are 3 different types of clouds: low, medium, and high.
Could be less than 100 miles.
Look at the sun, and there are clouds behind the sun and the moon.
Yes.
It's 93 million miles away.
How do you explain that?
You can't.
You can't.
Last year, remember we had the eclipse?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, you saw it. So if the moon is supposed to be 21,000
Oh, good. Yeah, they're talking like it.
miles in
He's friends
diameter.
with the sun. I don't know.
I know. He's introduced himself.
Shadow path.
He's got to talk to you.
Shadow path.
Thank you. I told him I'd talk to him as long as I got to explain everything first.
Flashlight and balls or anything.
I'm going to walk him through it.
The shadow doesn't get
There's a lot of. We don't understand just why Why cover all this up? Why lie?
United States.
You know, why
right.
with all the bullshit?
I can give
Why?
you a good one. The kings never let the serfs learn how to read.
Right.
Why?
Does it make
But years ago, if
Why?
you
No,
look back in
answer that,
history,
hon. Answer.
you look back in history, they were all taught. Every civilization, every culture was taught.
Here.
You know, if you believe the Bible, you believe some of it and not all of it. You know,
Read what I underlined there. Read that what I underlined.
On the horizon.
Did I give you one of these?
No.
Read what I underlined.
no, I know all this. I explained to him. I have kids in school now. My 2 kids are young, and they're
Homeschool.
learning the same thing. That,
Homeschool them. I did. Come on, it's not hard. You always know more than your kids.
I got a wife that you know you gotta. tread lightly.
I know you want to. You want to have a nice.
Yeah, it's not as easy. Like I said, you can't learn something.
So what else? You have to study perspective because that teaches you how your eyes work and then what you're really looking at. Full call pendulum, that's a lie. It doesn't work unless somebody's watching it and moving it by hand and monitoring it. If there was a true force, it would go by itself. And it doesn't, okay? Everybody remember that star picture there. I should put it next to the other one, but remember that. These are star trails. You focus on the Polaris and you leave the aperture open and you get the trails because it goes around, okay? That is what the dome, it's a reflection of the dome. That's what really it looks like. Because the stars, you have to study sprites. The lightning comes off the dome. There's a lot of evidence for the dome, even though we can't see it.
When I look up at the night sky, though, I see the moon, and the moon is round, and I can see it curved. Similar, and
Well, there's people who think that the moon is a sphere, because some people think it's not. I don't know.
The moon is its own light source still. It's not
Yeah.
a reflection from the sun.
Yeah.
The moon is its own light source. You get a laser temperature and it go in the moonlight and in the moon dark, you'll see that it's
Colder.
It's cooler in the moonlight than in the moon shade. How the hell is that possible?
Right.
The moon is not a reflection from the sun. It's impossible. It doesn't-
Dave, stand out here and hand these out. Anybody who looks, just give them a paper. Stand out the edge there.
Wouldn't light up around the back edge of it.
light up on the spot that's closest?
It's just, a lot of things don't make sense. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I can look at things that I was being taught and it just doesn't make any sense.
Sometimes you see it, it's so bright. These guys went to the moon, right?
Dave, stand over here next.
If you watch any of their videos, they're all attached with cables and shit. And the one guy's upside down.
The NASA tape.
We can move this over a couple feet and you can be between the yellow sign and us.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was just getting out there, people standing.
Yeah.
Blood rushing to it if there's no gravity. Something doesn't make sense.
All right, can we move to the other side now? So, all right, do you think there's a possible another explanation for gravity?
Yes.
Gravity is a big deal, right? Everybody says, oh, everything happens because of gravity.
Right.
Well, I think it's something else. Instead of being pulled down to the center of the earth, I think we're being pushed down from the top. It's definitely free-flowing electricity up there. Nikola Tesla proved that. There's free-flowing electricity. Okay?
It was the guy that that did the Coral Castle in Florida. They
Yep.
knew how to
Harness
it's all
that.
has to do with magnetics and electric.
Yep. So I think it's diamagnetism, which is pushing us down. There's a force field that looks like a donut. I think the electricity comes up out of the North Pole, excites the elements in the air. You know how neon sign works? It's a gas excited by electricity, neon, and there's different colors of gases. So then it comes up through the North Pole, we get the aurora borealis. Then it goes up and around, I think it goes through the sun, which is a positive charge, and the moon is a negative charge, and then it goes down at Antarctica. And I got a suspicion that maybe the inner edge of Antarctica is warmer.
Yes.
So they're lying to us. They tell us it's so freaking cold there, you'll die in a second. No, I think it's warmer. Where's Dave? Dave! Papers. So that's what I think the force is. Here we have the sun movement. North Pole in the center. Here's Cancer. equator, and Capricorn is much larger. And its sun moves faster in the south. Outside the equator, the sun moves faster. People who live in Australia can actually see the sun move across the sky, and the sunset is really quick. If we live on a spinning ball and there's a axis right through the middle, the equator is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. So how come we don't weigh less at the equator? Is gravity selective? So up here and here we weigh the same. How come we're not being any force of centrifugal force on us there? Why is that? So here's all these books that are censored in the schools. How come we don't know about this stuff? I went through college 4 years, never heard about this. Why not? If it's true science, you don't reject any evidence prior to investigation. If it's true science, you bring in all the evidence and then decide what's true. But they're censoring evidence. That's crappy to me. You don't do that.
Now, let me ask you something. Like, they're saying that the Earth, you're saying it spins 1,000 miles an hour, and you can't feel that, but you can get off a merry-go-round or one of those toys, and you can feel that, which makes
Hey,
no sense.
when I was a kid, I would throw up on a merry-go-round, you know? I definitely would know if something was moving here. I look at that too long, and I think, oh my gosh, I'm moving. So anyway, here's our scientific experiments that prove the Earth was not moving. And that we never hear about that. I know I've talked to engineers, physics majors. They never heard of Michelson-Morley or Sagnac or Gale. Never heard of them. Why? If it's true, everything should be tested, right? This is the International Space Station. When they're outside, they're really in a swimming pool. We have videos called Bubbles in Space, where an air bubble goes up the astronaut's helmet. How does that happen?
Millions or trillions of dollars?
They get $52 million a day. With that kind of money, you can make anything happen. When they're inside the ISS, they use harnesses, wires, and the Vomit Comet, which is a zero-gravity plane. It's really just the plane is falling faster than the people inside, so that's why they float. So, satellites. Satellite dishes don't point up. Isn't that where the satellites are supposed to be? I think if there is a satellite, they put it on a weather balloon and do it for a demonstration or a temporary thing. But it's not geosynchronous, does not stay up there, does not rotate with us.
All ground-based.
All the communication is ground-based. GPS does not stand for Global Positioning System, it's Ground Positioning System. So why would they do this? The kings did not want the serfs to read because educated people are hard to control. Government's purpose is to control the people, they think. Really, it's supposed to allow us to do what we want to do in our lives and have some sort of organization so we don't offend each other. That's what the real purpose of government is. So here's the other picture I wanted you to see. That one right there, the yellow sun and the supposed planets following those blue lines through space. What is it, 1 million miles an hour collectively? Spiral galaxy, good word. And that goes through. But how do you get star trails with something like that? Remember the picture on the other side of the star trails?
Right.
You don't get that. There's no parallax with the constellations. Parallax means it goes like this. When you're going past something, the front trees and the back trees, they would change positions. That's what that's all about. And you know what? There's no Coriolis effect either. That's all a bunch of bunk. We can have spirals down the drain in two different directions in the same household. So you look into this, watch a video, 200 proofs. Thank you. Watch that video, 200 proofs. Look it up. No, look it up for yourself.
No, I just want to hear the ramble.
Why? Because you're afraid of it?
I am, definitely.
Yeah, you look it. So that's what that is. So I walked you through. Now you have a question?
Yeah, can I actually hook you up to a microphone so I can hear you a little
Sure.
bit better?
No, you really don't need my. I can be heard down the
I know,
block.
but there's all the. It'll
Thank
pick
you
up
so
all
much.
the back.
Thank you.
Was it Marilyn?
Marilyn, look into it. Do your own
Nice to
research.
meet you. All right.
Thank you.
Great. Hey, thank you, man. Take care. All right.
Yeah.
Where's the next journey? I'm headed to Israel now. Yeah, my plane's at 2 p.m. I gotta head back to the airport.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Are you a missionary or what?
No, I'm a curious individual.
Really?
No, it's
So
not
you have
that
your
one.
trust fund baby.
No. I'm sponsored by my university.
Which university is it?
Yeah, small liberal arts school in Wisconsin.
Well, don't tell them you believe in flat Earth because they'll cut your funding.
Are you supposed to document it all to them?
Yeah. But this, I wasn't expecting to be in New York. I just had a layover. Yeah, but thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. Yeah, take care. All right.
Okay. Do you have like a belt loop or something that you could clip that onto, pocket or anything? Or you could just hold it.
The front or the back?
Right.
Oh, you are
I can put it in the back.
Yeah.
You're recording that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just clip this onto your
That's fine.
thing. Maybe if it'll stay on.
Now I gotta not talk loud.
Yeah.
I'm used to talking loud.
It's okay.